Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Lueth. Okay, let me turn this down real quick. Yeah, I get right up on my computer because the audio, and I'm trying to spare my voice as much as I can. So, anyway, just some follow ups. Okay, there's some safety checks still going on here and there. They're they're getting ready to finish out. So everybody, if you just wait patiently, okay, it's happening more quickly, and so everyone's understanding. It's like deceleration time. That's for everybody. Okay, just gently, slowly come to right. Okay, it's when you start decelerating, certain things will start happening. And if my protection was used, it wears off once you're out. Okay, but then there is sort of like a slow, easy cycle repeat, and you start healing from it. So some of you weren't waiting for that to happen, okay? But it will. You just have to let it, okay? So don't worry about that. And for anybody who picked up on it right away, thank you. I'm sure many are grateful too. And one thing happened that wouldn't normally have happened. When it came to One Republic, I know that one was weird, uncomfortable, awkward, and slightly annoying. And the reason was I had to go under them. Okay, normally I would have, but I had someone in my sidecar that most of you didn't know about. I was trying to speed out quickly so that I could get that sidecar empty. So, but everything's back to normal in that way, and everybody will start feeling it, and it'll start clearing out even more. I can't work cases at a blistering pace, and no one should. So I'm just volunteering here and there, so it's going to take me a while. I had to stop and rest a lot, and it has to be at my pace. But I did triple check all those that I mentioned. Also, if any of one, okay, this is not American Sign Language. It is a type of language. Okay, if you don't understand it, you're okay. You don't need to. You don't need to learn. It's nothing bad. It's just that it is a faster way sometimes to get information. You understand? So it's kind of like a sign language, but it's not. So don't anybody think I'm doing that. But if you aren't sure what I'm doing, don't worry about it. It's not meant for you. It just helps quicken the situation. You understand? So now I have a lot less to do, which is better now. Okay. But any of my kind, they're already safe and clear. Like if you really want to help me, then come to Elkton. There's safe levels for the males. And there are a few who just recently started to slowly pick up around. But they're going pretty slow. Okay. So there's a few who are passively learning around me. Okay. I can't go that pace. So you have a guardian. They have a guardian who can stay at that pace and help guide them along. I can't go that slow because of something else. So it's been handed off. I just handed it off. It's out of my hands. Right. Okay. Yeah. And then I had to go up and over and around another. So they had to stop and what they were doing. But that actually turned out to work out for their benefit. So it did work. Yeah. And actually, yeah, some of you are already through. You just don't sense it yet. That you will. Everybody starts decelerating, slowing. Everybody starts slowing down. Okay. Like we're safe distance. Earth is safe distance. That's all anybody needs to know. Nobody on Earth is a Martian. You understand? That's just not true. And no one on Earth is going to be a Martian. Exactly. I had no idea that I did that on my. I was just like, what? Well, why didn't you? I mean, he was spotting for me, but apparently he didn't need to. So I'm like, I did that by my myself. Right. And then at a certain point, oh my God, did I hurt anybody? Oh no, please don't tell me I hurt anybody. No, I didn't. I sure. Sure. Okay. Right. It's taken care of. And things are happening the way they should more and more. And so if you don't understand a certain type of communication, it's okay. You aren't meant to. Don't let that bother you or anything. This is just a faster way for some of us to communicate so we can help quicken. You understand? Right. So some need to just be further out from me is all. But they get that now. So that's happening. Uh, yeah, there was a little bit of miscommunication, and I could take partial responsibility for it. The way that the post office, like this building that I live in, it's kind of weird. Apartment 1 is inside here, and 2 is not. 2's outside, and 3's outside, but 4, 5, 6, and 7 are all inside. And that was some confusion that I may have not picked up on, but someone else did, so we're taking care of it. Um, but when it comes to U.S. Postal Service, I mean, if it's really one of those kind of days, man, we just call it like motor pool day. Okay. And so the offices, just the offices, not online, but where the post offices are, if it's over 95, then just don't open the offices. Okay. But the carriers, though, like, so you get your, that's motor pool day. Okay, so right, you bring your stuff. Yeah, that's what you do that day. Okay, and then everybody else just don't worry about it. Leave it for the next day. So I'm asking everyone, just give an extra 30 days. Okay, you guys start speeding up again too quickly. Add 30 days grace periods to everything. Okay, because it's not realistic, and you're not going to get what you want, and it's not going to work. So okay, so for postal service people, if it's really like that, then just have something like thank you for understanding, due to severe weather this office is closed for the sake of our employees. But then put the online, yeah, postal service, a lot of it can be done online, and you can still put it in blue boxes, and yes, and you can still go look, the your postal boxes are open. Okay, it's it's fair. Okay, I know they can to arrange seat and slow, but sometimes we don't need them to, and sometimes we can wait a day. Okay, and if they have to, they can, like, maybe reimburse a little if you paid for something that may have gotten slowed down. Okay, but most of that they figure out ways to keep it. But it, I mean, think about it. How many of you want to be doing that? And that way the carriers are safe, but they still, instead, it's like, okay, well, motor pool day, and clean out your vehicles. Right, you still wake up same, and it's just you got a shorter day, and it's an easier day, and then they can stay in relative comfort. And right, you get what I'm saying? So I just pass that off to the Postmaster General that it's fair and it makes sense. And if people get upset about it, too bad. Over 95. Right. So, I mean, we're still not all out of it yet, okay? And you guys started picking up speed too quickly. Let's just slow down a little bit again, okay? That's what I'm saying. So, everybody give an extra 30 days if you're using mail. And if something gets slowed down, it's not like they don't try, but if there really is, they can just give you a little bit of a rebate or something, okay? It's makes sense, okay? So they'll refine all that, but let's not start beating up again, is what I'm trying to tell you. Right. Uh, Everybody just give 30 extra days, okay? If you're doing stuff right now, we should still be giving some grace periods to some people. It's important, okay? And it's going to be enforced one way or the other. But I am allowed certain disclosure at this point to make everybody aware that certain things are cleared up and good to go. And other business I don't handle. And no way I'm going to be working cases at any particularly seemingly quick pace. But when I do, then that then in turn provides closure for some, but then also, right, certain resources can then, right, start looking for the ones that I know are not deceased. Do you understand? Right. Body recovery isn't something it's always possible. Okay. But okay, if I think that it is with relative ease and not putting anyone's life at general risk, I'll say. But, helping them get closure. So use their spiritual gifts in the United States of America only once. I'm only asking once. Just volunteer somewhere, like tell your local PD or call the FBI or whatever. Okay, just let someone know you have spiritual gifts and you're willing to try. Because some of them did leave some hints and clues, even though they couldn't close the case. And so I was picking up on some of them too. So that's why I'm saying I know Carl's alive. So resources looking for him makes sense. You see what I'm saying? And some, if they have a certain protection on them, I don't look past it. I hand it off to someone else. It's a faster, easier process that way. Okay. So I've handed off a lot. But I got to get my pipes right here. So he's not going to let me do much of anything. And people around here need to be corrected. So some of you who he's telling you have to work it all, yeah, you actually do have to come here to help. Okay. I can't. You got to bring it to me. I shouldn't even have to think about food. Or any of it. Okay. I know some of it got cleared up. It's okay. Yeah, I had to work with him to help with an improper quantum entanglement, is what happened. Right. And that takes a little while. Okay, it's kind of like removing names from the loom, and it's not really like that, but it's sort of like a visual representation. But what he does, as he's trying to get some of your attention, and so that you learn and understand you're supposed to be here in Elkton helping me. And none of that stuff was meant for anybody else but me. But my old storage got moved, so nobody can get into it again, and that thing is powered down, and it can't ever be used again, and that won't happen again. He knows. Right. So that's basically the gist of it. Um, right. Yeah. The only thing I was doing, yes, I went over, and then I went over shine down to get him a little cover, but then I had to go back under. And I'm like, another side card. I'm like, nah, they don't get it yet. So let me just, right. So I just helped out Amy there real quick, and my side card's closed. I can't do that anymore. And that way I can respond more quickly. Okay. Um, so that's what I'm saying. It's like, even if one person goes on DoorDash and buys me a meal, it helps hundreds of people. You know what I'm saying? Right. Well, you were supposed to be helping me. So those who were supposed to be doing it, now you're turned around. Okay. But yes. And eternal has been ended for good. That's good news. It'll start sinking in. It'll set in. You all start feeling better. Okay. It's not like a new normal. It's the way it was meant to be. So just anyone who might be in the wilderness, the doors are open. You can come in. Okay. But if you are helping some, right, you can still dance them. Okay. But you have to wait until someone absolutely verifies to you that the one went through is all the way out. So you guys were backing them up a little bit, and it was causing issues. Right? Somebody else jumped in to try and handle that. But as soon as I got information, yeah, I was able to switch your tracks for you real quick. Okay. But that's not possible anymore. And you guys won't have that issue again. But I'm telling you why those stops and starts and soft barriers started, right? That nobody was used to. I had to do it that way for the time being. And they're still there. And when they're not needed anymore, he'll remove them. Okay. It'll. So there's an active process. But so I just went through and activated everything for him right behind him. Nobody can do it as fast as I can. So you guys think this is like, oh, is that like I need something to do or something? No, I don't. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I write my own music too, but I can stop and start that. I'm so used to that. Right. And they did quick check in with bare naked ladies and friends. All right, you got that. All right. Yep. Then I started checking back in with others like, oh, crap, okay, hang on. Right. Well, that one was me, but yeah, that was temporary. Move that one. It's fine. Okay. So it's all going to start becoming much more clear. but you don't have to search for it. Okay, you don't have to seek it. If you feel like you're just getting too tired too quickly, then just go more slowly. So essentially, yeah, the script made it out, and One Republic made it out, and Bare Naked Ladies made it out, Metallica made it out, Trey made it out. I mean, like, I could go on and on and on and on. Just, just now, starting to pick up free, but we can't do any more rules. You get what I'm saying? Got it. Okay, it's not safe. Yeah. Hmm. The damages to me were so extensive that's why he did it. He ended the world because of what you all were doing to me. I forgave a lot of it. And some of it, I asked that they get put in second chance pile. And I did ask for some of the more annoying types. Like, we're not the ones doing it, Wayne. I just got done unfucking you. And then you just turned around and, right, like, okay, well, they got to do it a different way. And not through me. And it's harder. And it's not meant for most of us. And if I find anybody marked differently, I just pass them by. It's not meant for me. Some of you still trying to get them to do things too young. You will be stopped by some force that you're not going to be able to explain. Okay? But that's right. They didn't have proper cover. 30 Seconds to Mars. They do now. That's their best chance. So they'll be all right eventually, but I don't have any active part of that process anymore. And some of you are like, okay, now who actually wrote the fucking song? Because sometimes it's like, oh, there's 10 original artists. Really? Do you have contracts or not? I'm not on any kind of contract. Well, I'm used to getting headhunted by employers. Because that's what that means. Yeah, any other kind of thing. Right. But at this point, any who are proceeding incorrectly, they're going to get the worst ride. So everyone is now slowly realizing that many of you are completely up out of it. You'll be okay, but don't worry. It'll just pick up slowly for some. But they're learning way too slowly here, and I should not have to do any of this stuff, you understand? Okay? So as much help as I can get here. And if some of you need to, like, take a short break, put some stuff aside to do that, please do. If you really can't, you really can't, okay? Yes. And then the rest of that group got abandoned, and it's not right to leave them like that. So I asked them to take care of it because, yeah, I was constantly having somebody put in my sidecar, and it's just like, well, I'm not even the one supposed to be doing this, okay? So one house mason owes me, and they're being handled final, and I can wait as long as I need to. But don't worry, let's say, I'm fast enough, short shot. Anything gets through, I got it. Maybe even in my sleep, right? So I'm letting Gabriel kind of tend to me. And he's got all that, and they're working on legals and all that other kind of stuff that I just don't. And it's just better at not anyway, because then it frees me up some time to jump in every so often and see if I can help clear some cases. Okay, but can, no one is permitted to change my pace. Okay, great. I mean, yeah, I know I had to sleep. It was like 4 freaking days, man. I couldn't get out of bed after the last match. And have some respect for me, too. Well, I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult at this point. Well, I got us all, we're all friendlies now. It's just you're all becoming aware of it now, okay? All right. So, plus, yeah, anybody got a capo can mail me a capo, please. Exactly. It's like one less thing I get. You were all supposed to be helping me, not that one. Okay. Well, there you go. Now you know. Side stink guy. Yeah, I know there's more and more males over 21 who are becoming ready. If you're not sure if you are, you just ask. Okay. But make sure you kind of finished out what you're doing and don't jump in and help me unless you're completely rested. Okay. Right. So it's safe levels for males at this juncture. And so when you can just jump in and it sends and it helps me. But these things like totally like wipe me the hell out. So, so I'm basically just doing handoffs that way. But yeah, I mean, I was starting to get wobbly eyes going shorts on 2 different. It's like, okay, no, wait. I only had to put one song to the side. And then, right, then I had someone else check it. And so I only found one song that should have been listed as and that got taken care of. And there's one group of dodos that it doesn't see. To me, it's like, well, your contracts aren't valid with me, so you got nothing to say to me. Goodbye. You know, out, out or die. Simple. So there's that. All right. Well, we should consider Earth Anthem. I mean, we got time, but you know what I'm saying. Get some master musicians jumping in here and there. Anyway, so I put Angel Scream samples up for anybody wanting to use it. A few of them, but no, they don't think we're silly. Dolores Cannon, well, she's not in life. And those of you gaming thinking that's what that was, well, if you died, I don't handle that because none of mine did that. All right. So my pipes are still clearing out. He mucked them up, but good, man. Okay. So, yeah, I already went through it. And I'm out. First one in, last one out. I don't ever have to do it again. So if I made it out, then everybody who was behind me is going to make it out. So you guys can slow down a little and rest a little. I'm not worried about it. This is lower pressure because it doesn't matter. Anything that could, it doesn't even matter. He considers every possibility. So I'm like an insurance policy here this way. But I need help here right where I am. And they're not learning quickly enough. And I can't push that. Okay. And I have a removal. We'll prioritize that one. Okay. So I appreciate it. Any kind of help I can get. But if you don't understand certain language, okay, hand movements, certain things like this, okay, it's just a really quick way for some of us to convey a large amount of information. And if none of you can do that, you're not built that way. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And some of the younger ones just, start learning to conserve some of your energy a little bit as you go. Yeah, but some of the younger ones are learning how to cover others. So that's happening properly now. And I'm just going to hang on to that one weapon insurance policy. Okay. But I can't be corrupted. So everybody on planet Earth can trust that one. It's not in my build. It's not possible. Okay. But I don't work for any of you, so let's all get that one square. And I don't ever need a contract that way. If I work on a contract, it's specialized training, and I'm not on that. And right now, I'm not working on anything like particularly fictitious either. So I'm just keeping my eyes and ears like USA and territories, and as Gabriel starts and others, okay, like the best thing you can do for yourself, the strongest thing a human being can do is ask for help. So don't listen to anybody who says some other dumb shit. Just like they don't know what they're talking about and walk right by, okay? I got them all cleared out. I mean, I had help, but they're out. And that is shut down, and that can't ever happen to anybody ever again. No one get trapped in it, okay? You understand? No human will ever have access to it, so you're safe that way. Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. Somebody told someone about my storage, which they shouldn't have, and used a weapon like a musical instrument. And my alarms were going off like, and I got on as quickly as I could, but it did cause some harm. So he back covered you, okay? So you're gonna ride with him for safety, some of you. So it feels like you're separated from me. It's okay, because he can handle a much larger load at this point. He's got you. If he doesn't got you, I got you. So no, this is not my killer face, everybody. I know it's difficult to tell, but right. So appreciate it. And the smaller groups, just check what you if one of you starts getting tired, just say I'm starting to get tired. But that is like that means that everybody else is going to too. So that's the time when you need to purposely stop and get used to it, and then everybody takes rest. Okay, because that is the right way to go. You'll start feeling it, and you'll get guidance along the way. But the strongest person, the strongest thing any human being from anywhere, any gender, no matter what, can do is ask for help. Because there are people who respond to that. There are people who get that. There are people who are like, oh, it's man to man. Yeah, I can't jump in and help anybody. I need others to start jumping in. But safe levels for the natural born males. When you're ready, just open to me. He does the sending. Okay, what you can handle. If you have time and you're all cleared out and you want to do a second, you can, but that's up to you. Don't think that you have to. But to a lot of you are going to get cut off from me, but it's okay. Don't worry about that. And that's like a safety thing. But help each other and try to be patient with each other. I mean, try. Okay. I know sometimes it doesn't work. But as long as you're trying, then it'll be okay. I appreciate everybody. But this is really like, all right, I gotta get through the hardest part here. Yeah. So I need to rest a lot. And I should not be having to go outside to get stuff. And they're not learning quickly enough, and some of them are already dead. They just haven't died yet. Okay. So thank you. Of course, I love just because I'm allowed. I love because I can. I mean, it is that simple.